Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Plot Malaysia. This is Ram, the United side of the Plot Malaysia. Of course, you don't see my co-host Hari, for this episode today. I'm just here to talk about, United, and to share with all my fellow United fans, and of course, the haters too, because they've got a lot of things they want to say. They've said a lot in the past few weeks, and. Well, finally, after a bad run of results, yesterday I thought we were getting another loss, and the way we've been playing, we never thought that we could even come back or had a sniff of coming back, the way we did yesterday. So, well, a bit of luck definitely played a part, in our results because I always believe something's gotta give. Because you could be losing 3, 4 games in a row in all competitions, and yesterday was the day that something just gave in, and we took it. And thanks to of course Scott McTominay, who has been atrocious in midfield. Since last season, it's been terrible for him in midfield, but you can see why. He's very much wanted by Bayern Munich, because that is the kind of presence he has, in the opposition's box. He could just, control a ball, find a goal, and he could surprise you. So there you go. Maybe there is something that we can use him for in the future, but I don't think he'll be guaranteed, a first team spot. But credit due where it's due. I got to give credit where it's due, and I think Scott, well done. You saved us. You saved Eric Ten Hag. I'm sure the team is very proud of your contributions yesterday. So well done. And if you can continue this, sort of finesse, this sort of a passion that you showed yesterday, then who knows what the future may hold for you. But kudos to you. Well done. I also have to point out that I was very impressed with Harry Maguire, and I've been one person that you can say that I'm an advocate for Maguire out. I really hated the way he used to play. I never liked him when he started. I always felt there was a lot of frailty at the back, and I'm sure you United fans agree with me as well. So it is not easy watching him when he plays. There's always the lack of confidence, at the back. But yesterday, I have to give him credit. I think 2 games he has played, he has not disappointed. He has not made those silly mistakes, and I felt he was better going forward. Of course, and he was the one who assisted Dominic with the second goal. So kudos to you, Harry, and keep it up as well. If this is your act of redemption, then well done. Hopefully it lasts. Hopefully it doesn't just it doesn't end up being just like how it was before. And if you really want to be in the club, then you've got to keep performing like this and better. There's so much you have to do to redeem yourself. So, but nonetheless, well done to Harry Maguire. I think he deserved, that applaud. And I think we should not talk anything bad about him for the next few games, because I think it's I know it's come late, but I think he deserves another chance. So hopefully things get better for him. Right? So cheers on that. But all in all, what a game yesterday. Again, we conceded early, and I can think like it's a pattern. United will concede goals anywhere between the first to the 30th minute. Very common. It's like a very common thing that happens. It's very easy. We look very predictable, and I don't see how we could actually win the balls easily in midfield. It looks like they can win the ball off us very easily. It's so hard for us to win the ball back. Sometimes I find our off the ball positionings not that great, to be honest. There's a lot that we have to do, but I think we'll get there. Not in the next 4 to 5 games. I think we've got to we have got to go through probably the next 6 or 7 games. Hopefully, we can have that run being undefeated. I mean, I don't know about City. The way City is playing, and we're going to play with them on 29th of October. I'm not going to have very high expectations. And I'm being honest. I'm not trying to undermine United, but come on, guys. I'm just being absolutely honest here. And I don't see us beating City. Okay, I don't see us beating Arsenal. We lost to Arsenal, of course. I don't see us beating Liverpool, to be honest. It's not going to be easy unless we come up with the goods before these games and we show that we are back on form. But the way we are playing at the moment, we were honestly lucky yesterday. And we should not be. I'm not super excited. But a win is a win. I'm happy that we won. Don't get me wrong, guys. But I think you would echo my sentiment, right? Because I'm happy we won, but I'm very disappointed that it had to be won in that fashion at Old Trafford. I can understand if one out of 10 games, you go through that sort of stress, or 2 out of 10 games you lose, but you're playing well. I can deal with that kind of thing. But this is like continuously the same pattern that I see, the same sort of tactics from Erik ten Hag. And I hope that things changes. I'm not saying that the manager is 100% at fault, but what I'm saying is that I think he should be knowledgeable enough to know that whatever he's playing out there on the field and how he's playing his tactics is not working. Okay, so here's my thought. Okay, my thought: Rashford should be on the bench. Okay, I think we have given him too much slack, cut him too much slack, thinking, oh, okay, no problem. He didn't perform this game. Maybe the next game he will perform again. No, Rashford, enough is enough, Rashi. Seriously, you wasted too many chances. I think you need to be on the bench, to be very honest. Hopefully being on the bench will teach him a lesson that no one is bigger than a club. If you perform badly, out you go. And I'm sure Rashford is a fantastic player. He will bounce back. I have no doubts about that. Okay, absolutely no doubts about that. But what I do think is that if we always let him play in the first team, if Ten Hag loves him so much, he's his favorite player, but you never bench him or so-called punish these bad performances, then he's never going to get better. Look at Harry Maguire. He has been on the bench for God knows how long, but you see what it did to him. I'm pretty sure that has contributed to the way that he's been playing. Not at the best, but you can see that he has something about him that is much better now. He is not making those stupid, silly errors that you used to see him. So I believe putting people on the bench helps. That Erik ten Hag needs to know that, and he has to be brave, to allow Rashford that time to grow and become better. And I think that can only help him. All right. And what's the point of paying him 300 over £1,000 a week, and this is the performance you get from him? Come on, okay, you're a player for Man United. Look at the grades up there on my wall. These are players that could perform at any given day. And despite the big monies that they're making, but they still perform well. So Rashford, you've got to buck up. I seriously feel so. Bruno, although he's taken over the captaincy from Harry Maguire, I think he is a good captain. Yes, he is definitely a very talented footballer. He definitely has what it takes to win games. But correct me if I'm wrong. lately in the past 4 to 5 games or so, I think he has. I mean, except for the Burnley game, the one where he scored that beautiful goal, but I think he's trying to be too fancy, with his passes sometimes. I think he's trying to do too much, you know. And it gets very frustrating because it could just be a simple layoff pass, but it gets intercepted fairly easily. The defenders are able to read what he's doing, so I think he should also be on the bench, at least for the next 2 or 3 games. Now I know some of you might be apprehensive towards this, like, what are you talking? Why should Bruno be on the bench, and Rashford? Uh, well, I think it deserves. You see, because we are so predictable, guys. That's what I feel, because we're so predictable, um, and sometimes we just need to change. We just need to surprise these oppositions that you know that 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 is something different about us, that they will not be able to think that, oh shit, Bruno is not playing, he's on the bench, Rashford is on the bench. What's going on? So we need teams to ask that question, you know. And I tell you honestly, I think we do have the players that can do it. I mean, look at it. Okay, fine. We have got Amrabat, Casemiro, Ericsson, and I think Ericsson, although he's not as pacey as Bruno, but he's super creative. The passes yesterday that he has made when he came on as a substitute, he came on for Casemiro, and he took a beautiful shot that was parried away by the keeper. He made some beautiful passes. And that's what we need. It's basics. He doesn't take the ball and hold it for too long. He just moves the ball. The errors that Ericsson makes are few and far in between as compared to what Bruno makes. Agree or disagree? What do you think? Do you think I'm making this up? Come on, I watch the same games as you guys, and I know that you guys understand, and you guys know what I'm talking about. So, and you know what? That was how we beat Crystal Palace 3-0 in the Carabao Cup. Okay, so Carabao Cup, whatever, but that's how we won it. Rashi and Bruno didn't play the entire game, and look at the results. We won 3-0. We kept a clean sheet. And we did well. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Eric Ten Hag needs to know that he can be a captain. He's not performing, but he should not be playing game after game if this is the kind of performances that he's going to give. So for me, Bruno and Rashi should be on the bench. I think Garnacho deserves a first team chance. I believe even Pellistri deserves a first team chance because they do have pace. So if anyone in the midfield is lacking pace, we have good pacey players that will be able to balance off the squad. So I'm not afraid of taking on Bruno from the midfield. The other thing is, sticking to the midfield, I think Casemiro is very inconsistent. I love him as a player. I think, as you can see, he's the tank, But I feel Amrabat and Casemiro cannot play in the same team. I have that thing. I think it's still too early for me to judge this, but I feel that there's a gut feeling in me that says that Casemiro and Amrabat cannot play in the same field, unless Amrabat is playing left back, but he still comes back to the middle anyway. So I feel it's either Casemiro or Amrabat, and then you have Ericsson, and you have Mount, in the fray as well. So I think this is how I see. In summary, I see that in order for us to bring the best out of Mount, we need to take out Bruno, and maybe of course Rashford, in order to see the best, in Casemiro, for example. You need to switch them between Amrabat and Casemiro. Like, they need to change. If Amrabat plays, Casemiro's on the bench. If Casemiro plays, Amrabat should be on the bench. Unless, of course, he's still filling in for left back, so it's a different story. That's the best you can see, for Mount, when he's playing, because I think, Bruno overshadows Mount, so he doesn't have that freedom to do what he needs. So I think it's good to take Bruno out, put Mount in for a while, a few games, for an hour, 65 minutes, and then you throw in Bruno, or vice versa, something like that, But I don't think either of them should be playing the full 90 minutes, because we need creativity, we need to be unpredictable, and we have to sacrifice some of the best players to do that at this moment. Until we really, really have that squad that gels together, that knows what they're doing. They know how to track back when needed. They know how to tighten up the defense. Then I think once you have that team, which I'm of course saying it again, I'm pretty sure that Bruno and Rashi will be part of that team. But I think now is the time that we cannot afford any more silly defeats. We cannot concede stupid goals. We cannot be too fancy. We have to be very direct. We really, really have to stop this nonsensical, mistakes that Onana is making. I'm not bad mouthing him. I'm not saying that he is not a great goalkeeper, but then again, that kind of silly mistakes like that is going to keep costing us. I don't know when and how, but you have a backup goalkeeper in Bayandir. Play him on. Play him on. There's no need, to be afraid of that. And I think us as fans, I think we should be supporting the fact that we have a keeper like a Bayandir who can actually make a difference. Yes, he probably had some issues in his previous club, but I think this is where the team needs to realize that if you screw up, I'm going to give the next person a chance. I'm not afraid to do that. The club needs to know that, the players need to know that. So I think it's very, very important that is done. So I think, that's what I think we should do moving forward in the team. I think there are some players that should be benched, like I mentioned, Rashi, Bruno, even maybe Onana, and I think allow this players like Mount, Garnacho, Pellistri, Anthony. Of course, I think Anthony did well yesterday. So I forgot to talk about him, but I think Anthony did really well yesterday, in my opinion. And then just what I thought, though. Of course, in the comments, please let me know if it's what you think. Of course, I realize that I think that Anthony would be good to play as a left wing back. Of course, with either Amrabat or Reguilon if he's back from injury, be a left back. But I think that three-man midfield, the three-man defense really works without Reguilon. I think that can really continue. I think if you're playing a three-man centre back, I think with Reguilon being absent, I want to try playing Anthony as a left wing back. And I would also, I'll stick with Dallo, but if ever the time needs, I think I wouldn't mind giving a shot for Pellistri to play as a right wing back as well. Because why I say this, I know some of you may disagree with me, but why I say this is because Anthony and Pellistri are extremely hardworking, in my opinion. They attack, but they also know how to defend. They will go back, they will track for the ball, and they will make the opponents work to get the ball back. So I think if you are playing a three-man, I think I would like to try this method, of having having these two players who are versatile enough to be able to attack and also be able to defend. Okay, maybe not both, Anthony and Pellistri at the same time, Of course, I'll stick with Dallo on the right because he has proven to be, quite prominent. He can do the job. But I think it should be along those lines. Like I think players like this, they are able to perform, and if the manager tells them, look, Anthony, I want you to play as a left wing back, I want you to defend, and I want you to really support the defense, I'm sure he will do it, and he will probably ace it, and that would bring that sort of unpredictability back to the team. I mean, remember when Ferguson, against Arsenal when we won that game, and we were like quite shocked with the two, wing backs. I think we need something like this, to create and recreate recreate a new brand of football, and be able to use the pace of Anthony or Pelistri, to really support the wings. And of course, in midfield is the main suspects, of course, like I said. Of course, you have Amrabat, it's either him or Casemiro, and then you have Mount. I think Mount deserves a chance. I think he has performed better than Bruno in some of the games. So I think I want to give Mount a chance, of course. And of course, Højlund, man. I mean, seriously. Højlund, in attack. Whew, I love that guy. I think this is the guy, is going to shine in the years to come. He hasn't scored a Premier League goal. It's okay. I'm not worried. This guy will definitely get the goals. He's there. He's creating spaces for people to find him. I think this guy is gonna, probably this season is his first season, so I can see him having a good 10 to 15 goals in the Premier League, in the Champions League. If we actually make through the next 4 games, I can see him scoring another 3 or 4 goals there. So I think a good 15, 16 goals, in all competitions for a first season ain't too shabby. I think it's going to be an awesome, ride for him. So yeah, Højlund, what I love about him is the way he holds the ball. He has that top, that upper body that's really strong. He's able to hold off defenders, and this is a typical, out striker should be. You hold the ball and then you lay it off to the oncoming runners. But here's the thing, right? Sometimes I feel he's holding the ball, but the runners are taking too much time to make that decision to run forward. So I think they need to use him that way. Like, he's so strong. We didn't have apart from Van Nistelrooy before, and of course Rooney. I think after Rooney we struggled to find that kind of a player, and finally now, I mean, of course when Percy was there as well, but I think with Højlund being at age of 20, a good next 5-6 years down the road, he's gonna be a real phenomenon and a legend in the club. I think we just use him properly. So you see, from defense to attack, we do have the players. If you ask me, I think if every single one of these players were on form, if everyone were playing, and we look like a force that could not stop scoring goals with the kind of strike force that we have, I wouldn't be surprised if we are like in the top 2 of the Premier League right now. But look at us, we are 9th, because we are not using the players to be at their best. I think at some point, Ten Hag has got to just go back to basics. Say, Onana, enough of you playing from the back. Use your strengths. You're a ball playing goalkeeper. Like what he did yesterday. There were a couple of times where he actually aimed for Højlund, he aimed for Casemiro, he aimed for a few players, and you could see that he has that vision. So I think we should play to his strengths. He should do that. Instead of laying the ball to Johnny Evans, which by the way, Johnny Evans, I'm surprised, 35 years old, still going strong, knows what he's doing. So yeah, he should still continue to play, as a 3-man back. But you see, my point is with Onana, I think he's just lost confidence. In the past, his first 10 games, 11 games, he's lost his confidence a little bit, and I don't blame him, because he is under immense scrutiny, from the fans, of course, making silly mistakes, and he did one again yesterday. No doubt he made up for it by making some couple of really awesome saves, but that's not it. You can't keep making mistakes like this. You need to focus on keeping a clean sheet. That's why we need a goalkeeper, and if you're so highly rated, then you should be able to keep a clean sheet. It should not be game after game conceding stupid goals. I'm okay if it's a spectacular goal by the opposition, like unstoppable. Fine, no goalkeeper, can save the kind of goals. You're not at fault, but right now you are. You've cost us a lot of goals. Yeah, sure, the defense has not been great, but you are a freaking tall, okay. You have that physicality, and your reflexes are top notch. That's why you were brought in, but you're making all these silly mistakes. So buck up. We are still behind you, Onana. We still believe that you can do this, but you can't be taking things for granted. You've got to, bang your head against the wall and say, if you could be so brave to come out, and against Bayern Munich, to the media and say that you blame yourself. Well, how have you improved since then? Yes, you've made some good saves here and there, but even if those you can't save, then I don't know what to say. But that's what I'm saying. So now, if you are man enough, you know that you are not at your best. Just tell the manager, say, hey, I think you should play Bendir, give him a good run of games. That will help me to really have a good competition. And when I see that the other keeper is performing better than me, I think that will put me in that place where I need to do better. So if you can be brave and come out and say something like that against Bayern Munich, about the mistakes, why not do this? But then again, I mean that that would make Eric Ten Hag feel that he's not managing the team right. But he is not. I'm not saying that he's not the right manager for the club, but right now it seems that he is lacking what he did for us last season. He's missing something. And I think the players need to get behind him. I think the staff, of course, they're showing great support for the team, the fans, but we need to stick with him. So if you ask me whether I'm Eric Ten Hag in or out, Eric Ten Hag in, 100%. I mean, think about it. Jurgen Klopp, when he first came to Liverpool, he lost a lot of games. He was struggling. Liverpool fans were, of course, distraught, but they never, turn their backs on the manager, and that's one thing I respect. And he's been with the club 5-6 years now, and look at what he's done with the team. He's gotten the players that he wanted. There were some players that failed. There were some of his decisions that failed. It happens in football, but if the manager is not being backed up by, most importantly, by us fans, then it's going to be a very difficult season. So I think we should really stick with him. I think Ten Hag has the quality to really bring our club back to its best, and we just have to stick to it. So yesterday wasn't the ideal type of football you wanted to play, but here are some of my positives. We kept the ball. We had a possession. We created chances. We're not afraid to take shots outside. And we showed in the last 15 minutes that we really wanted to win this game. And of course, kudos to the substitutions made by Ten Hag, who believed in Mctominay. He came on, he scored 2 goals, and of course the rest is history. And this will go down in the books as one of the greatest comebacks ever, for sure. It will always be a moment I'll never forget, because yesterday I remember I was watching the game. I was down and out, like on the 80th minute. I was like, shit, I've witnessed my team lose 4 games in a row in all competitions, and I'm like, this is going to be the 5th game, 3rd consecutive loss at Old Trafford. Oh man, shit. and I've got a lot of friends who are Liverpool, Arsenal fans, who's just really pouncing and they I can see, I can foresee their faces, looking at me and trying to make fun. And 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 when I saw that, um, bit of brilliance by Mctominay and getting the two goals in what 3 to 4 minutes last stoppage time. I mean that when I pumped my fist in the air and I was like in so much of happiness. That is the feeling I missed, you know, about being a United fan. That's the feeling I really missed. Like you can be down and out, but that somehow you're gonna win that game. I mean, to be honest, yesterday's game I was like, okay, I think we lost this one, but this brought back memories of Fergie time, and it really is, to be honest, a very nice tribute, for Sir Alex Ferguson's, late wife, Lady Cathy Ferguson. Of course, God rest her soul. My deepest condolences to the family and Sir Alex. And may her soul rest in peace. So I thought that was a good tribute, for her, and hopefully, this trend continues, that we win games. It's okay if we draw a couple, but I think we've lost 4 games already. I hope that we do not add another defeat, so soon. We will definitely lose another couple of games. That's for sure. We're not going to go, staying 4 games. It's 4 losses this season. We're definitely going to lose probably another 3 or 4 more. But I would like us to have a good run of 5, 6 games, where maybe you win 4, you draw 2, and the next 10 games, you probably win, say, 5 or 6. Maybe you lose 1, you draw 2. What I'm talking about. Like, it's not like, you lose today and then you lose again tomorrow, and then you just need to go and have. We need our team to go and have that crazy run of wins, to really unlock that potential of where we might end up, in the season. Well, the title, no, we're not going to get a title. Let's be honest. Champions League, no, we're not going to win the Champions League. Okay, FA Cup, probably. Carabao Cup, can we defend it? Probably. But we're playing against Newcastle, who's on lightning form at the moment. So I hope when the time comes, we'll be ready for them, and we can probably win that game. So yeah, we could probably win the cups, but not the major ones. I mean, I'm not saying that Carabao Cup and FA Cup is not major, but what I'm saying is we won't be able to compete in that yet for Champions League and for Premier League, right? So that's it. That's basically my take on the game yesterday, what I felt, and what I think the team can do in the future or should do, and I wish Eric Ten Hag all the sincere very best. We're still with you, Eric. You're still, I believe, someone that can bring us success. I think just learn from yesterday's game that we have to change things around, and yeah, make it happen. And of course, to all of us United fans, of course, very happy for the result yesterday. It's going to stay in our memories for a very long time, for sure. And let's hope that our team come back. Let's hope Liverpool loses today against Brighton. Hari, if you're watching this, dedication to you. Hopefully. I know it's not going to happen. Maybe, of course, you guys might win. You guys are informed now. But I hope. All right. So tomorrow's show can be my day. Arsenal against Man City today. I think it's definitely going to be City. City's definitely going to win this one. So I think, yeah, that's basically what I think is going to happen today, and I hope that we bounce back from all of this. So once again, guys, this is Ram from the Plot Malaysia. Thank you for watching, taking your time watching this video. Thank you for your thoughts. Do share your comments and subscribe to our channel. Catch you real soon. Take care, guys. This is the show for the fans, by the fans. Cheers.